Nations of Coaches has really served, I think, its primary purpose in my life as a working professional. I know that they have a calling to invest into the lives of coaches who then in turn can impact the lives of student athletes and those in which they're around. I've gotten tremendous support from our Nations of Coaches staff, where they've been wonderful friends and mentors, and they've also provided some very valuable resources that I've been able to utilize as the head coach of the Lehigh men's basketball program. That includes character coaches, that includes resources for myself as a working professional, but as importantly, my family and the type of supports that we can take advantage of, such as marriage retreats and the way in which I can invest into a relationship with my wife. We're extremely fortunate to be able to have a character coach within our Lehigh men's basketball program. The role of that character coach is just to enhance the experiences of everyone who's part of this team. That includes the student athletes, our coaching staff, and especially myself as well. This person is somebody who loves the Lord, has biblical grounding and strong principles, and can bring that type of umbrella of support to everybody involved. And we're dealing with young men in our particular sport that are coming into a college environment, and we're asking them to grow physically. We're asking them to grow with their skills. We're asking them to grow academically and prepare for their future. But there's also a unique opportunity to invest in their spiritual development, to help them to continue to grow as men, and help them to realize the vision that God has for them and the love that Jesus has for them in their particular life. By inviting a character coach into that space, now instead of at times a spiritual journey that could come dormant or maybe not have the opportunity to even hear some of these stories, we have a valuable resource that is optional for our student athletes to pursue, but something that can be very rich and meaningful. And our character coach provides the gift of presence, the gift of wisdom, the gift of support, and what person couldn't use something like that? As much as our character coach has been instrumental in really helping our student athletes, I also see there being a critical bridge, because as the head coach of a program, I feel like I have the mission and the opportunity to serve our student athletes, and I attempt to do it in the most biblically sound, principled way that I possibly can. But I also have the opportunity to have somebody, as in our character coach, that can invest into my journey, my perspective, my life, and partner with me, because we can get support and assistance from a lot of other coaches or even administrative support to help make basketball or technical decisions. But now I have somebody that I can really use as a sounding board, that's willing to invest into my life, who's willing to talk biblical truths into me, and we can share that journey where we can talk about things that I'm feeling or thinking. I can get mentoring and help. I can just feel like a shoulder of support of somebody who can help me with this, at times, challenging journey. I've also seen the role of a character coach enhance our staff operations. I have the opportunity not only to invest into the lives of the student athletes that I come in contact with, but I have a team of men that are also joining me with a similar vision of investing as an educator or as someone who wants to have an impact in their lives. But I get coaches that are from all different journeys and walks, different ages, and to have somebody who's also interested in their development as much as a student athlete development is wonderful. That can come through just general leadership principles that our character coach can provide, but it also can come through even witnessing and talking about biblical principles and being open with their faith in such a way to create an environment of continued self-exploration and growth by our staff members. We've had people who have been blessed by the contributions of our character coach to continue to grow in their personal faith walk. So everything that a character coach can touch can be from the student athletes to the staff and even to the people who are in leadership positions. And because of that, I found it very, very valuable. I work at a university that's private, but it's not faith-based. Our character coach gives an opportunity for those who might want to pursue it totally in an optional way to learn more about Jesus, learn more about God's love for them in their life and learn more about themselves as they go through this journey of college. We've had some wonderful and absolutely life-changing stories that have come out of the interaction and connection with our character coach. And I've personally witnessed people who have actually come to Christ where perhaps that was not part of their life or their choices or part of their heart, but have really made that acceptance of the Lord as their personal Savior and have dedicated their life to Christ because of the influence and because of the support of the character coach that we have. And I couldn't think of a more prominent, important gift that our program could give them in preparation for their life and becoming a man than really understanding God's love and their role in accepting God's love and following Jesus as their personal Lord and Savior.